Yo, Bucko, it's Zero, coming back to you with another figure review, and today we have something a bit different. We have the Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Man Collection Mysterio, or something along those lines. Anyways, this is my first Marvel Legends figure. Do I win a prize? Yeah, you win the very special prize of being more broke than you already are, just collecting the Black Series figures. That's not a very nice prize. Maybe I should just stop while I'm ahead. Anyways, this is a series I've been wanting to start collecting for a while. It's just been a matter of time waiting for figures that I like to come out. I feel like every time one did come out that I did want, I either saw it on the shelf, skipped it because there are other Star Wars figures I'd rather have, or I just wasn't able to find the figures I wanted to begin with. Mysterio is one of those characters I've been wanting for a while. I think they released this exact mold with the purple and green colors recently, like a year ago. I went out to look for him, could not find him, of course. So skipped out on that. And then Far From Home came out, went to go look for that Far From Home Mysterio. Again, no luck with that, so that sucked. In fact, I think I saw every figure from that wave and still didn't grab any of them. And I kind of regret not picking out because there was a few good figures in that wave too. Never saw Jake Gyllenhaal in his glorious version of Mysterio on the shelf, and that sucked. And finally, this guy went up for pre-order, and originally I was going to pass that, but screw it. I had like 3 or 4 pre-orders from the Black Series I was able to order on Amazon for cheaper, so I went ahead and canceled those at GameStop, threw that money onto this Mysterio here, and well, here you go. Anyways, Mysterio, he's one of my favorite Spider-Man villains because he's one of those characters that just messes with Spider-Man, but he loses most of the time. He isn't really strong. He just really is good at getting into our hero's head. I remember in the 90s cartoon, he dressed up as Spider-Man to rob a bank and frame him, and uses hologram and movie special effects skills to mess with Spider-Man the rest of the episode. Anyways, let's take a look at this card, and this is a super nice box. Like, honestly, it's funny because usually with these carded figures, there's like plastic here. This is the plastic goes inside the box, so that's actually kind of neat. I don't think I've ever seen that before besides on these figures. I'm going to turn this sideways so you can get the whole look at the picture. Very sexy box. On the back, you have your little bio from him. A cloud of smoke heralds the arrival of the villainous mastermind who uses the art of illusion against Spider-Man, Mysterio. And it shows all of these figures, and all these figures have their like action thing, and his is that his helmet comes off. So, could be cooler, I guess. And man, I really don't want to have to take this out of the box, but he's been sitting here for a while, and you know what? It's time to get him out of the box. So now it's time to free this illusionist from the trap, and I'm going to see if I can do that without completely destroying the box, because it is a nice box. That actually wasn't as bad as I thought. Now I know for next time to cut a little cleaner, but at least I know I can mostly get him out of the box without destroying the card completely. Yeah, I just kind of cut along the sides. So, if you cut along this side, you can get it out. This side is all straight down, crisp, so yeah, cut along this side, and he should open up a little easier. And here he is out of the box, and man, I love this figure. But, I mean, I love Mysterio, so of course I'd love this figure. It just looks so good. And usually, I would show off the accessories first, but I feel like this is one where the accessories, I'll show at the end, because I feel like it just helps with the figure, helps the action and posing of the figure a lot more. So I'll just show those off at the end after I take off his helmet or something like that. So here's a closer look at the figure. And his helmet fishbowl does come off. Now the other molds of this fishbowl are translucent, so you can usually see the head inside, so you actually don't know what you're getting with this one. But take this off, and here is his face. It's a translucent Quentin Beck face. Well, I mean, I guess it could pass for a Quentin Beck face. If they're going for the cartoony look, definitely not Quentin Beck. I think he had a ponytail in the cartoon, but whatever, big deal. This is still kind of cool, nonetheless. I wish they did do a remold of that for the actual face. I mean, since this is not transparent, then let's get a better look at this cape real quick. It's actually super nice. It has this texture all throughout. Very nice, very nice. The eyes are painted on. The back of it is smooth. And this actually pegs into the back. So just like this. Goes on just like that. The rest of the figure is super nice. You got the gauntlets, and I feel like, honestly, on the pre-order screen, I didn't think this gold would look good, but it really does. This really sold the figure for me when I saw it. I was like, you know what? I'm glad I picked this up. I almost passed on him because I was like, maybe I just want the green version, but no, this gold looks amazing on him. It's funny that on video this green and this green look completely different, but in person I can't even tell that those are two different colors, so that's strange. It's like very slightly different, but he has this whole texture throughout his bodysuit, and his boots are golden. And yeah, the texture continues on to the back, and yes, the figure. Let's go ahead and show off his articulation. He has a hinge at the head. He has a hinge at the neck, and then a ball joint going up into the head. You get a pretty good range of movement out of this, but honestly, you're not going to really be able to move it too much with the fishbowl. Then you have your normal hinge and swivel at the shoulder, which mine is super stiff, or at least maybe that's just how these figures are. It does go all the way around, so you only go about that far. Man, this looks so weird without the cape. Then he has a bicep swivel. He has a double jointed elbow. And that gauntlet is a separate molded piece. Damn, that's so nice. That is so nice. I love that. Actually, I wonder if that's separate molded or what. No, it's part of the arm. It's nice, it's nice. Then you have a hinge and swivel at the wrist. And both of these go in and out. So you can get him to do his little illusionist pose. He has a ab crunch. Honestly, you're probably not going to get that far back with the cape on, but he has a swivel at the torso as well. Then his legs kick up that far, kick back. Yeah, that doesn't get back at all. He goes sideways this much. Then he has a thigh swivel. It's a double jointed knee, and he doesn't really kick his own ass unless you force him to, so actually goes to his waist if anything, so he really can't kick his own ass. Oh no, he did. You have a swivel at the boot, which that's kind of cool. Then you have a hinge and swivel, or you have a hinge. Then you have a hinge at the ankle and a forward-facing pin for rocker. Now let me go ahead and show you the accessories he comes with. He comes with these two beautiful, like translucent little effect pieces, and this one has like a octopus tentacle. That's super awesome. This one's just more of like smoke and bubbles type of thing, but these are super cool. And you can put these on the hands or the feet, so I'm gonna attempt to figure out how to do that real quick. And it can definitely clip onto his arms, but I almost feel like this is one of those things that works a lot better on his legs. So yeah, this is definitely one of those instances where I think it works on either one, but it definitely works a lot better on the feet. I forgot to mention this before, but I believe these do have like glitter in them, though it's really hard to tell on camera. But it does have a little bit of glitter on him. Honestly, I didn't even notice that at first. I just like caught some sparkles. I'm like, oh, okay, this is really cool. All right, now let's pose this illusionist. And now we're going to show them off next to some other figures, but since I don't have any other Marvel Legends open at the moment, I'm going to show them off next to some of my other figures I have lying around. So, and here he is next to the Black Series Stormtrooper and the A New Hope 40th Anniversary Darth Vader. And here he is next to the Ring. And here he is next to Boba and the Mandalorian. And finally, here he is next to Luke Skywalker Squawker. And honestly, this was a really cool figure to break the ice for me to start collecting. I don't really know why it's taken me such a long time to collect Marvel Legends, and I feel like when I started collecting figures again, I would go look and they were always impossible to find. I went in the stores, they were never there, and they were too expensive online, so I always passed them up and forgot about them. I was fortunate that they've been releasing a lot of figures lately that I've been able to get my hands on without too much effort, so that's been really nice lately. Anyways, this Mysterio is badass. I feel like this is my preferred version of Mysterio. Well, besides the MCU version. I'm super happy I finally have a Mysterio figure, and if you see this guy, definitely grab him. He's a fan channel exclusive, so he's definitely going to be a little harder to find. Definitely worth the pickup. Anyways, you can bring them in warm, or you can bring them in cold. Good hunting, and thanks for watching.